My question is for the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. On October 30th, my colleague asked the Minister about his government's incredible indifference towards two small municipalities hit by last year's ice storm. He claimed that municipalities that, quote, suffered the most damage and had the least ability to respond fiscally would get help as quickly as possible. If that's true, then why is he plastering those municipalities in red tape, forcing them to fill out even more paperwork a year after the disaster struck?
Thank you. Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
Well, Minister, that's an interesting question. It goes right to the heart of accountability. When you're distributing $190 million in ice storm relief, you want to make sure you get it right.
Indeed, indeed.
Municipalities have applied for assistance. They've been screened based on that application, and there is a process of documenting their receipts for ice storm repairs. It's very, very necessary for any government that wants to be transparent and accountable. It's as simple as that. That's what we're doing. Municipalities have, in fact, asked, and AMO has asked for an extension of the deadline with respect to filling out the forms so that more of those municipalities that you're talking about can come together, document their need, present their receipts, and get hopefully a response.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Minister, the town of Minnow and the municipality of North Perth, where officials are still filling out paperwork, will not be satisfied with that answer, and neither am I. They were hit very hard, but have yet to see a nickel. I have consistently spoken up for the municipalities I represent starting in April of 2013. That's when the first storm hit and North Perth applied for assistance. The government's response, not so much as a gift card. When the former minister promised $190 million after the December ice storm, officials in Toronto confidently stated that virtually all of their costs would be covered. Why hasn't the government given Minto, North Perth, and other small and rural municipalities the same assurances?
Question.
Or does the minister actually think that Toronto is less able to respond fiscally?
Thank you. Minister.
Well, I think it's wonderful that the member opposite continues to be an advocate for his community. That's what he's here for. Good for you. Good for you. Notwithstanding that, we want to make sure that any assistance that's provided is done based on need and is done in a responsible and accountable way. That requires receipts to be presented for the work that's done. Municipalities know what the guidelines are, and in a number of instances have asked for extensions in order to assist. By the way, there is some financial assistance available to municipalities who are having trouble with the paperwork.
Thank you. Your question.